Hi, my name is Kevin Fernandez and welcome to my channel, Gamers Genie. Today we're going to learn how to play the festive set collecting game, Grow Your Heart Grinch. This is a 2 to 6 player game published by Funko Games. In this game, you are playing as the Grinch and the Who's, and the Grinch is trying to, and the Who's, they were trying to score as many points as you possibly can by collecting different items from the famous special, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is more based off of the end of the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, when the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes that day. So there's really no really that much of a take to that. But, however, you still can take stuff out of people's discard piles. How does that all work? Will we be able to score a lot of points? Let's go to the table and find out as we learn how to play Grinch Grow Your Heart. Each player will write their initials on the top of the score pad, as Jordan and I did because we played this game earlier today before we started filming this. Then you shuffle the cards, and I'll do my Genie magic now. And place them face down in the center of the play area. The oldest player will take the Grinch tile and his 2 heart tokens. So I'll just place that right there, and I'll place these over here. And that completes the setup. You're now ready to carve the roast beast. Deal 2 cards to each player, and I'll do this for like a 3-player game, but we will be doing a 2-player game moving forward. You may look at your cards, but keep them hidden from other players. There we go. Each player takes 3 turns. First, all of the Who's will take their turn, and then the Grinch will take his turn. And you repeat this 2 more times. On the Who's turn, each Who will draw 2 cards. So that way you know who's the Who's and who's the Grinch. Then what they do is they pick one of their cards and discards it in their own personal discard pile. Then the Grinch will do the same thing. However, he can actually take cards from people's discard pile as well. And then he will also discard a card into his own personal discard pile as well. You check the Grinch tile for how many cards should be in each player's hand. So right now, we should only have 3. Which we do. This is a discarded card. And then you grow the Grinch's heart. Once you've done that, now you got to score. Each player chooses 1 row on the score sheet to score. For wreaths, noise, ornaments, and presents, you only calculate the score on a green card, a yellow card, a pink card, or a blue card. So for example, since I have 2 blue cards, that means I get 11 points because I have a 5 and a 6. So that would get me 11 points. And that's how that works. Then you have a rainbow, which is the total of the highest card of each color. So if you had a 5, a 6, another 5, another 6, and another 5, well, there's only 4. But, you know, if you had that, it's only 1 of each color. So you can only go up to 4. So 5, 6, 5, 6. So you can get a lot of points with that rainbow. Then you have a match. You can score 10 points if you have a set of 3 cards of the same number, 20 if you have a set of 4, or 30 if you have a set of 5. And lastly, you have a run. You can score 15 points if you have 4 cards in order. A little example is if you have a 2, 3, 4, or 5. Or you get 25 points if you have a full run of 5, meaning your whole hand is just in order from lowest to highest. Some cards can score bonuses on them, and you can find them at the bottom of the cards. You may score bonuses even if it is not on that card. That counts for the row you're scoring. And even if the bonus points are the only points you score, you may score multiple bonuses in one round. There is an example on how all this works in the back of your rule sheet, but I'll let you discover that for yourself. After adding up points, write your score on your score sheet as usual, but be careful. Each player can only score each row once. As you play, there will be fewer ways you can score. Once all the players have scored, the Grinch token passes to the next player, and play proceeds from the beginning of the turn, and we do that all over again. And all you do is you take all your cards, you shuffle up a new deck, deal 2 cards to each player, and then you begin a whole new round. The game ends after a certain number of rounds, and that is all based off of how many players you're playing with. If you are playing a 2-player game, it will end in 6 rounds. If you are playing a 3-player game, it will also end in 6 rounds. A 4-player game will end in 4 rounds, a 5-player game will end in 5 rounds, and a 6-player game will end in, you guessed it, 6 rounds. You add up the scores in each column to get the player's total points. The player with the highest total wins. In case of a tie, the tied players share the victory. A little note, all players will play as the Grinch in equal number of turns, so nobody will be feeling left out. That's all you need to know to play Grinch Grow Your Heart. If you have any questions about this game, please put them in the comments below. I'll get to them as soon as I possibly can. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to be notified for videos just like this. And if you're in a charitable mood, consider donating to Save a Pet. This is a non-kill animal shelter. What they do is they find lost, abandoned, abused animals, and they take them to their facility, nurse them back to health, and then they allow the public to adopt those animals so they can go to a better place. Not in that way, though. The positive way, like they're happier in the new home, not the other thing. But this is a great charity. Jordan and I have we have definitely talked about this one before in the channel in the past. What they do is a wonderful, wonderful thing, and you know, who doesn't like animals? At least even some of the most like angry people. Unless you're allergic to every single animal on the planet, then I'm sorry for you. But even then, you probably still like some animals, even though you're allergic to them. Like, I've known people with allergies to do that. But yeah, check them out. I'll leave a link to that in the description below so you can check them out. You can help out any way you can. You can donate cash, adopt a pet, or just spread the word. That always is one of the biggest helps of all. So be on the lookout for our gameplay video of Grow Your Heart Grinch. But until then, thanks for the views.